Sarah, and Vinny on Alice at 97.3.
Here's your review of Ip Man.
On the other
3.
hand,
it's Mike Tyson and Donnie Yen. So in this film, Mike Tyson is a mob boss in China, and he speaks Chinese.
Oh, how does he do with that?
Well, we'll talk about that in a second. And
you gotta
he's
address that.
determined to take over a middle school where Donnie's son attends. Will Donnie be able to protect the children in the school from Mike Tyson and his gang? Yeah, that's the plot.
I don't know who any of these people are, by the way.
So,
subtitles.
Plot aside, and
Yeah,
all the
definitely plot
acting aside, how was the martial arts? How
Well,
amazing is Donnie Yen?
That's pretty much the only reason you see a martial arts film. You're not like going for great acting.
Oh, man. But how is this? That guy is such a badass. Remember that scene with the Benihana knives at the end?
Yeah, that was a long scene, too.
That was incredible.
The fight scenes in this movie are really long.
Yeah.
And pretty intricate.
And how's the fight scene between Donnie Yen and Mike Tyson?
That was pretty awesome.
It was
I have to
great.
say, that was probably the highlight of the film. Mike Tyson as a villain. Terrible actor. Let's just keep it real.
All right,
Terrible
let's talk
actor.
about that. How's Mike Tyson? How's his Chinese? Talk about his Chinese.
Okay, listen. His Chinese is not much better than his
Hi,
English.
you guys.
Let me just keep it real.
Does he have the high-pitched voice, though?
Yeah, of course he has a high-pitched voice.
Except, you know when it's not high-pitched? It's not high-pitched when the Asian dub comes in to help him speak Chinese.
Yeah, so it's not really, it's somebody that sounds like him.
Do they have that little bit of a lisp?
Well, when he's speaking English, of course.
But not the Chinese overdub.
No, it's just like hi, my name is Chuck. Konnichiwa, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what that's not Chinese, is it? That's Japanese, right?
So
It was so weird and off-putting.
So, by the way, the bad guys in a Chinese film are the Americans and the British.
As they should be.
You know how
Yeah.
in American films the bad guys are the Russians and the Chinese?
Yeah.
The bad guy is always the foreigner in any film, and since this is an Asian film, a Chinese movie, all the bad guys are non-Chinese.
If this is a Chinese movie, why is it being released here? I mean,
Because this guy, Donnie Yen, is the star of the new Star Wars movie.
He's a
And
big martial arts superstar.
he's like...
Which one, Rogue One?
Yeah, he's the star.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we haven't seen him yet.
No, not
So I
yet.
would never have seen him anywhere.
Well, the thing is, if you know martial arts, like
I don't.
look at Bryn's reaction when we mentioned this guy. Like he was like, "Oh man, this is the guy that got Jackie Chan discovered." Like they put him up there with Bruce Lee.
He's
How
not
old
young.
is he? Oh,
He's
an old guy.
1963. He was born? I don't know how old.
Oh,
that
so he's
makes
old like us.
Well,
Was he 50?
yeah. I mean, he looks older. You know. Sum it all up. Let me just say this: the final fight.
Let me ask you this, Hooman.
What?
How come in almost all these martial arts films, nobody ever dies?
Yeah, I
Like
noticed
you will see, dude. There's that one big scene where Asian Johnny Depp, who's had a big fight scene.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
Asian
this
Depp.
dude literally beats down 30 dudes. He's throwing cats off buildings, and then at the end of the fight scene, everybody gets up and runs away.
Yeah, everyone gets up and runs
Oh,
away.
they just run away.
Yeah.
They get up and run away.
Is that because a lot of the martial arts stuff is not about killing, it's about just defending yourself, and maybe they don't want to
I don't
show
know.
them.
Maybe it's a rating thing. Maybe it's PG-13. I don't know.
There's this amazing sequence that takes place in an elevator. A full-on kung fu fight in an elevator.
And it's a long sequence.
I was like, man, that's such tight quarters. And to film it in that tiny room.
And for all that, because for me, the payoff at the end of the fight, somebody's got to die. And nobody ever died.
Yeah, the guy just kind of walks out. The guy gets the crap beat out and he walks out with a limp. He's like, oh.
He shook his hand.
He just kind of walks out.
Shook his hand even.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson, remember the Mike Tyson thing? They're in there just beating the hell out of each other. Then the timer goes off. Like, well, okay. You know what? Those cartoons with Wile E. Coyote and the dog?
Yeah.
And they go to work every day and they punch in.
Yeah.
And then they go and they fight each other. And at the end of the day, they punch out and say, oh, see you tomorrow.
That's it.
That's what it was like. It was a trip, dude.
All right, I give up. You win this one.
Sum it all up, let me just say, the final fight sequence is one of the best I've ever seen. If they do an Ip Man 4, they've got to put Jean-Claude Van Damme in there.
Oh, God,
that would be something I would...
Well, he needs work.
Yeah, he needs work too. And really, you should only see it for the martial arts. You can fast. I mean, if you have this on VHS or DVD, just fast forward. Fast forward through the acting. With that being said, I'm going to give it 3 Persians.
3?
Yeah.
You love those sequences.
I love martial. I used to love them a lot more when I was a kid. I love martial arts films, and the stuff in this is great. But I don't know. I couldn't sit through it myself again. 2 Aussies is plenty. Unless you're a big martial arts fan, then this is a 5 for you.